Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to podcast episode 2 with the boys. You know how we do. So today we're just going to be kind of dipping around, you know. We have a few topics up in mind. Anybody want to shout out what we doing?
We doing pet peeves.
We doing drunken stories.
And we're also doing our favorite movies or the best movies of the year.
That's crazy. I wanted to say something just before we get in.
Crazy.
That the massive I put out the podcast on Friday. Obviously, I was at work, and I got home from work, and I went straight to bed. I didn't even I just threw my phone down and went straight to bed. And I got up in the morning, and the amount of messages I got from people was actually incredible. There were so many people that texted me that said, "Really enjoyed the podcast. Keep it up. Can't wait for the second episode." And I just wanted to say thank you everybody for watching.
Yeah.
What are we? We're at 60, 70 followers on Instagram. We're at 50 likes on Facebook.
Pretty strong.
And I'm not sure how the YouTube's coming along. I think the YouTube's actually
Humble
yeah,
beginnings.
it's a low number, but it's pretty big to start with. And I just wanted to thank everybody who sent me messages. I think Stephen can say the same. Alex and Oisin. We all got at least one or two messages. From people saying that they really enjoyed the podcast. So I'd like to say if you did text to enjoy the saying you enjoyed the podcast, thank you. We really, really appreciate every single message we get.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know I definitely replied to every message I got. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but
I barely got any, so fuck you guys.
I got a few.
Yeah, for sure.
Just people saying it was really
What
good.
is that? Hey, bro, nice dick.
Yeah, we're all naked doing this, by the way. No. That was just a post on Reddit that I saw.
we're on Reddit right now.
We're on
Alright,
Reddit.
so
Oh, wait, before you I think I should say I'm very hungover right now.
Yeah.
Stephen was at a concert last night
Yeah,
of
very.
the
Wifey?
one known as the wifey known as Claro,
The babe.
and he got very close to her and
I was right
nearly went to
beside-
jail because he was
What?
What?
What are
sorry.
you talking about? I wasn't at the Claro concert. What happened to her, I had nothing to do with. Okay. Nah, it was good fun, but I'm very, very
Who was
hungover.
the undercard? No, not the undercard.
Undercard.
I got a photo.
The fighting?
I got a photo with the supporting act.
Supporting act.
There's two of them. I don't know the second ones, but the first people were so good. They're called Laundry Day. I think they have 350,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. And I'll show you the photo. It's on my story. The one I looked very
Oh,
drunk
that was.
with my friend.
I don't think I've looked at that properly. I'm eager to see this again.
The photo. Maybe.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
so
I
good.
definitely remember I did see it, but I think I don't know. I didn't look at it properly.
Yeah, I'm very, very.
Alright, so-
visibly drunk.
I'm opening up my pet peeves. So I wrote them down, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
same.
because I
I did.
forget.
The
I
other
have,
two-
I have quite a few
Sorry.
pet peeves, you know.
You start then. What are your pet peeves, bro?
Will I say them all? Because I mean.
No. What you're like? Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like I
Well, no. I'll dip in and out.
I've opened up the Reddit of all the pet peeves subreddit of everyone's thing, and it's just a huge amount of them, and some of them that are very specific,
Yeah.
like not finding my name on a Coke bottle.
I've
Pet
never
peeve.
found.
That's
my name in a
takes
Coke
me
bottle.
right back to sixth class.
It's different because they don't really put the Irish ones are difficult on the Coke bottle.
Oh,
Yeah.
see that one up there? FaceTime calls in public. Who, Spanish foreign exchange students are bastards for that. I'm not even trying to be racist or anything like that. Foreign exchange students always FaceTime call in public.
I've never seen anybody FaceTime call in public.
Yeah.
Really?
I've never seen them do that. People see.
I've
We
just
had
heard
a-
them being loud and clogging up the buses, but hey, it's just.
But
it
you
is.
drive though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you?
Yeah, no.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
So
shut up.
most
Your
of
opinion.
my pet peeves is kind of to do with manners and eating.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
eating's a big one.
I
for
have
me
I
as
have
well.
one about eating.
People who chew with their mouths open, or the bro.
stop.
I want to
hate
clock
that,
them
yeah.
so hard.
Sometimes I do that to piss people off.
Yeah,
but,
I was doing-
That's the only
Harry was
time.
doing it before we
Yeah,
started.
I was doing it with some chewing gum before we started, and Alex fully just plugged out my mic. He was like, "Stop."
I did it for a while. I was taught manners and stuff like that. My brain just having a hard time realizing what being polite was. So I kind of stopped doing all this stuff when I was 13 or 14.
I can't hack.
Which is late.
Can't hack
Yeah,
loud chewers.
So you were just a dickhead. Up
Yeah,
to 13.
I still am. But it's just I was even more so.
You haven't changed.
I haven't changed.
Nah, you sound G. But no, yeah, loud chewing. People who know me will know. Shout out to Derek in isolation. I cannot I find it hard to sit near my family when we eat because I just can't do it.
You
man.
just have sensitive ears.
I just have really sensitive ears.
My pet peeve is people not like talking. Like if I'm for dinner, for example, we don't like talk a lot at the dinner table, and if we're talking, it's usually an argument. So like
Epic.
it's not like a bad thing in the family. It's just the fact that like we're enjoying the food, and I don't like that. I like talking and stuff like that. If I'm ever sitting in a situation where I have friends from college and I sit down and they're not talking, I always feel like they're not talking because I'm here, so I must talk and I must fill the space in the situation. I hate when there's nobody talking.
Yeah.
I'd like to apologize. I do that all the time, especially when it's like one-on-one. Like,
How he just sits.
I just retreat into my phone, and it's like
Yeah.
it's
Loads
so
of-
rude.
Loads of people do that. I think that's just like our generation. I know
Yeah.
if like I'm around new people, I'd be less. I would rarely go up to somebody and start the conversation unless I've had drinks.
Yeah, if I'm drunk, I'll approach people.
If I'm drunk, I'll go to security guard and be like, "Hey, blood,
Yeah,
what's
exactly.
cracking?"
Yeah.
That doesn't really help the situation.
Yeah, I know for sure because he puts me in a headlock and I'm KO.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I'm just kind of like a shy person, so I think for everybody, phone is kind of like a comfort thing.
But it's like I
Yeah.
feel so bad about it because I do it all the time without even thinking. Like if I'm like if anybody's listening to this and I've sat one-on-one with you and I've been on my phone and not talking, I'm so sorry.
You're
because
holding your phone right now.
Yes, because
Like-
I have my pet peeves on it.
Oh, well,
Oh,
that's
okay.
fair. But like, if you think about it, it's actually kind of like so important. It's kind of like an extra limb. Your phone.
Yeah,
It's like an extra
it is.
body
It's-
part.
it's
Do you know
deep.
what
I mean?
Elon Musk was saying on whose podcast we on? Joe Rogan's. He was saying
I've
that it
seen
is an
that.
extra limb because like holds
Yeah,
memories
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
That's probably where I got that from. Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Speaking of phones, one of my pet peeves is about mobile phones.
Go on.
Wow.
This really pisses me off. Like this is like on the level of like, you know, whenever a teacher scratches their nails on the blackboard,
No.
this causes me a similar amount of pain to see
What?
this. Somebody who does this, right? So they're on their phone, like everybody can see the phone's unlocked and I'm on it, I'm typing, I'm doing whatever, and they do this.
Oh, they leave their phone
Yeah,
on.
they leave their phone on and don't lock their phone
Or
and they
if
put it in
they-
their pocket.
Yeah.
That I freak the fuck out in my head, man.
Why?
I'm going crazy in my head. I'm like, because it's like you're wasting your battery.
Yeah, that.
I do that
That's
sometimes
weird.
when I'm working, and I accidentally like butt dial people when I'm like working.
But like, and also even worse than that, this like it's not a pet peeve in its own, but it's sort of related. People who like put their flashlight on to look at something, and then they put their
Dumb.
phone in their pocket with the flashlight on.
I've like stopped
like,
somebody.
so dumb.
I've stopped somebody like on the road or like in the street, like, "Hey, bro, your flashlight's on." They're like, "My what?"
I don't know about phones. I think people not picking up their phone egregiously is a pet peeve of mine.
What do you mean egregiously?
Like my dad's on his phone constantly, but like they never pick up their phone for some reason.
I mean like I thought you meant like pick it up off the table. To
No.
look at.
I mean like you're calling them and they
I
don't
hate
pick up the
people who
phone,
lift
and they're
up
like
the phone.
they're on their phone constantly, like all the time, and they don't pick up their phone.
Yeah, because it makes
Yeah,
you feel
that's
like
weird.
you're being avoided.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
You're
if they
just-
like call you missed the call, call them back like 0.2 seconds later.
That's what happened to us
And it just-
yesterday.
Don't answer. You're like, "Cuckoo."
With your mom.
Yeah, my mom. Yeah,
Yeah, she rang you. You rang her back like literally 2 seconds later, and then
No,
I
no
love
answer.
your conversations you have. You're like, "Hello, mother."
Hello, father.
Yeah, and what was the first one that freaked me out? Like I was scared of you. You were like,
I
like,
went-
Oh, no, yeah,
no,
he-
I just
Russian or
they were
something?
sit down, and I went onto the phone, and I was like, "Hello, mother."
Yeah, but you said like the world is dead.
What's
Or
your-
something weird.
What's your mum's name in your phone?
I think it might be mother.
Mine's Mother Mahan.
yeah, it's Mother Man. I
Mine's
know
just-
that.
Wait, I thought you were saying yours was Mother Mahan. I was like, hang on.
I think it's
Mine's
mother.
just Mom.
Yeah, mine's just.
Because it's funny, like it's like mother.
Mother Mahan.
My dad is just dad.
Yeah, same.
My
Mom's
dad's
mom,
father.
Dad's dad. That's whatever.
Oh, it's like, do you know that video? He's like, "You know your karate, sir." Or whatever it is.
I see you know your judo well.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, yes.
It was
What
so
is-
funny.
What is the charge?
We had a lecture yesterday from
Oh,
the
yeah,
Swedish
it's
guy,
brilliant.
and I won't get into detail about the lecture because it's kind of whatever. But we were discussing that meme. We were discussing that meme of the guy getting arrested in Australia for basically taking food for free, and he's like, "You know your judo."
Yeah, he says that.
And he's like,
It's
and
like-
he goes, what did he
No,
say?
I
It was
get-
like,
I know
it was
it
like,
off by
it was like, no,
heart.
I know what he says. I know what he says, but it's
Do you
like,
want me to tell you the
what
whole
did he
video?
say? It's like, well, or something like that. And we were like, literally just listening to it, and then less than 10 seconds later,
Oh,
the
you
guy
got
came
the-
in. The
Yeah,
guy came
yeah,
in, and he
yeah.
went, well, in the same voice,
Hello.
and we like all looked at each other. We were like, what the fuck?
The guy says, "It's like, oh, that's a good headlock, sir." He's like, take a look at the headlock, people.
Get your hands off my
What
penis.
is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
What did he do?
He was just like eating and then leaving.
He was a serial eating from a restaurant.
Serial killer.
No, he's not a serial killer. But he's a serial eater where he would go into like a restaurant.
Serial eater.
But like not
Sounds like
cereal,
me.
like cereal.
The worst of the
Because
crime.
he would go into
Sick,
restaurants
twisted
and like
individual.
not pay for food constantly, like over and over again. He went to multiple restaurants, ate the food, then fucked off, and like they finally got him. And he was just saying all this bullshit, and I find it so funny because it's just the Australian like police officers go like, hop in the car.
He's like, Lisa, get inside the car.
Lisa, get in the car.
Yeah, he's so posh.
No.
But Steve, what are your
Pet peeves. Obviously one of mine is when people chew. That's what we talked about. That's just disgusting. But another one, I don't know. I don't even drive, but cyclists.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
sometimes
No,
they annoy
when they're
me.
like
when they know how to do it.
Normally,
you're
what you
okay.
have to do. So I've cycled on the road a fair bit, and you'd have to go into single file, just to like avoid just like people dying.
Yeah.
And the absolute mongs who just stay side by side, and I'm like, ha, nice one. Then you like hit them. And throw
But
them
aren't
in
they
the
meant
ditch.
to be legally? They're meant to just be in the middle of the
No,
lane, right? Aren't they?
no. They're meant to be on the left.
Are they?
Have you not seen all those ads? It's like, if you're on the motorway, leave this much space. No, I might just.
I have, yeah.
Oh,
And the
cool.
kid does it, and then the woman does it, and then the old guy who's
Yeah.
Ah.
tall does it.
I have a pet peeve where like I watch a lot of movies, so I have a pet peeve with multiple things in the movie theater that most people have. I think the one I have at home is people just talking about like going, what is this person in? Like they go like, oh yeah, I remember his face. What's he in? What's he in?
I do that
And
all
then-
the time.
And then
I'm
they
so
go
sorry.
on to talk about a whole other movie, and they don't know what's going on in fucking front of them. I hate it.
That's also a thing. If you're like looking at like a TV show and you're like midway through or a movie, and somebody comes in and starts asking loads of questions, you're like, bro, you have not been here the whole
Or
time.
I hate when people spoil the ending to movies. My dad does that all the time. He's like,
Your
oh, is this
dad's
the
a-
one where the guy dies at the end? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
When they
thank you,
theorize,
though.
when they
oops.
when my dad confidently like theorizes what's gonna happen. Like there's moments where he'll go like boom, like an explosion's gonna happen for some reason,
Yeah,
and it's just like nothing happens. He's like, like Dad, shut the
find-
fuck up.
I
He goes,
find-
I know who did it, and I like right Dad, and he goes, it's that one. It's like I don't care, and it's not him, and he's like, oh, I thought it was that man. It's like it fucking wasn't, was it?
That was us
Shut
when
up.
we watched Knives Out. Remember, I was like, at the start of the movie, I was like, I know what's going on.
I know what's going on, and it
just-
annoyed me the
just-
entire
yeah,
movie.
I was like, bro, I'm so right. Didn't come.
It didn't. No, it was that. But in
Such a good
jeez,
theory, though.
In the cinemas, in the pictures, people who are on their phones for one, because like watch the movie, you're like you're
yeah.
ruining the lighting for everyone else. Two, like I don't mind like little whisperings or commenting. That's fine. But when there's like a group of kids. When there's a group of kids that are just like looking at their phones and looking at memes throughout the entire film, like you're coming to watch a movie. You're not. You can do that. You can do that at your house, and it's just annoying for everyone else.
Two things. So that's the same in like a theater or something. If people open sweets, bro, I want to kill. And also, do you know like the people who do quite adult content stuff in the cinema? That is disgusting.
Yes. Okay, but here's the problem. I'm those two pet peeves are not pet peeves of mine because one, people like eating, and I don't mind people eating.
No, but like if they're real loud with the rappers.
Yeah, I don't mind that though.
I don't
Like,
mind
you're
that, though,
able to
because
bring
once
them
they
in.
do it
Unless
once,
they're
they're
doing
probably
it over
not.
and over again. Then I. Agree.
If they have like a
gets me, man.
feast, then like they're probably like bad people like in the first place.
Turkey
And when you
dinner.
talk about
He's a hot
sexual
plate.
things going on,
I'm saying,
in
like-
cinema, are you there when they're doing them, or is it just those two people?
Well, no,
Surely
if
that's
people
okay.
tell me like, oh yeah, we were in the cinema and she gave me head, I'm like, bro, that's actually rank. Like the amount of people there, so many people have to sit in those seats.
I don't mind kiss. That's gross.
No,
yeah.
kissing. No, kissing for sure, that's okay. But
No.
if it's like,
it's
if
kinda
there's
like-
skin touching the chair, oh you, oh my god,
No, Steven.
oh you're a
Steven, you
scumbag.
disgusting human being.
Wait,
But
no,
also, was it good?
Tell us, come on, tell us, go on then.
Go on. Explain the situation.
want to explain this.
When I was explaining this, you were like,
That's why I didn't
"Uh-oh."
speak. That's why. That's why I was just going pointing. Oh, for fuck's sake!
When, where, how,
Spill the
why?
beans.
Did you get
bro.
caught?
No, because it was just us. Obviously not.
Was the cinema empty or was it relatively?
Empty.
All right. If
Oh,
it's,
okay, well,
if it's
that's
empty, that's a
okay.
different
Like
story.
no one else was in there.
Alright,
It was
well.
just us.
Well then. But if there's like people like Rita who came to just like look at Channing Tatum take off his top, and now all she's
Rita?
hearing is like, it was just
I can't,
Oh Jesus!
I can't even remember what movie it was.
Yeah,
I don't
obviously.
think I was watching it, but
I don't think she was either.
no, it wasn't.
Tangled.
Up.
Oh my god! I need to swallow my tongue from laughing.
Well,
Do I have to
Oh,
explain? Do I
Toy
have to
Story.
explain?
Wonder
Do I
Woman.
have to explain the story? Do I have to explain the story?
yeah, explain it.
Yes, you have to now.
Oh,
You
this
can't
is
just
gonna
bring
be
something like
so-
that up and then not tell us.
I didn't bring it up. You guys did. I pointed secretly to myself saying I did that.
We're already
And
gonna
then
be like,
Alex is like,
oh,
wait.
We're hardly just gonna go, oh yeah, that's fine.
That's
Alright.
fine.
You're gonna
I'll-
explain how you
I'll-
got a head in a fucking cinema.
Also say hi to your mum and dad as well.
I'm leaving the podcast. It's now a trio. No, okay,
the
so I was 17. This was this.
Good morning.
So yeah, like I said, it was just us. So it's not that bad in my opinion. And I didn't even like initiate it because I was like, I want to watch this movie. I remember I wanted to watch the movie. I don't remember what it was. Look up what movies came out in 2017, and I'll definitely remember.
Interstellar came out in
Um,
2017.
Please let it be Interstellar.
No, it didn't. It was 2014.
Why
I
did
don't
you
know,
say
go on, go on, go
2017?
on. Because that's when he was 17.
No. You said Interstellar came. It doesn't matter.
Oh, 2014.
Anyway, yeah, I'll tell you. Which one it
Dunkirk. Well, could be Wonder Woman.
Dunkirk was kind of good. I
Baby
like
Driver.
Logan, Shape of Water, Baby Driver, Thor.
These
Ragnarok.
movies.
Call Me
sorry,
by Your
never
Name. That would make sense. Star Wars: The Last Jedi, Lady Bird, The
Call Me
Post.
by Your Name's not 2017.
It is.
The Greatest Showman came out in
Oh,
2017.
the Florida Project's so good. I've seen
Oh,
that.
it was
Big
like-
Sick.
Girls Trip.
Good. Did you have a good time? Phantom Thread, A Ghost Story.
That's the thing we had to
Logan,
watch, but none of us did.
Mother, The Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Mother. Oh, I saw that. That was
That would've
like,
been weird. The Disaster Artist.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Mama.
Aliens.
Alien Covenant.
No, it was 2017. I
Girls
remember
Trip,
because
Spider-Man, War of the Planet of the Apes, 3 Billboards.
3 Billboards.
Outside
Such a good
Ebbing,
film.
Missouri.
it was the start. It was like the start of the year. I feel like.
Jumanji.
Anyway, I don't remember.
Yeah,
The movie
go
isn't,
on.
the movie isn't important because I wasn't exactly
Coco?
watching it. I think it was animated, but I can't really remember.
Coco?
Anyway, no, it wasn't Coco. I don't. Yeah, so we go there, and I see her hand. I'm enjoying the movie, and then her hand goes on the knee. I'm like, what's that doing?
That's just
there?
like
What's that doing
That's
there,
not
honey?
a natural
That's
place
like
to put your
point.
hand.
Foreign object detected.
And then-
Abort.
And then then 1, 2, 3, ding dong.
Ding dong.
You know, it's going down. So I'm like, oh, okay. This is legit the first like
Very
date.
willing woman right
Yeah,
there.
first date.
Oh my god.
First date?
Jeez.
Jesus
Ah.
Christ.
Does that put you off though?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she knows what she wants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the chase is
I was
fun,
looking
bro.
for a relationship, so I just kind of like it didn't really go anywhere.
Oh, that was. Sorry, never mind.
And I'm not gonna discuss this thoroughly. It's a terrible story, I know, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I
going
wouldn't
like, oh,
remember
this
what
is
movie-
nice, but I don't
I don't
appreciate it.
Back to
the
pet
person
peeves.
knows who they
Back to
are.
pet peeves. Yeah.
One of my pet peeves is actually really specific. It's I actually came up with it whenever I was writing this list on the bus, and I was on the bus home, and I realized that the clock on the bus was actually fully functional, but it wasn't right, and that's something that really really pisses me off when a bus driver with working clocks don't take the time out of their day to get up off their
Well,
ass
it's not
and change the clock to be right.
It's not their like job to do that though, because
But
a lot
it's-
of
They
bus
just
drivers,
drive,
a lot of
bro.
their bus drivers is just
part-
driving.
No, well, that's like saying it's not the cook's award. Like, it's not the cook's problem if there's no napkins on the table.
It isn't the cook's problem.
It's
if there's
his
no napkins.
establishment.
It's not his establishment.
It's the owner's problem.
It's the owner's establishment.
That's a good one.
No,
also.
that's not a
Just send
great
nudes to their
analogy.
husband out of the blue.
The one you're on there, Oisin.
With that one there.
When people just send their nudes without asking. out of the blue.
I think that's less of a pet peeve and more of like, what the fuck are you doing? Why?
So if a girl you're having a conversation with, normal conversation, sends you nudes,
I wish that happened to me.
is that a pet peeve? Is that like
That's
that's a
see if it's
welcome
completely out of the blue, like I mean, obviously the situation I'm in at the moment because I'm in a relationship. I'm like, huh, but
if you're not in one, I feel like that's a very different one for different like gender.
See, if I were to send, I'd send like a bum just as a joke out of the blue. I'd never send anything.
That's a really bad image to have in my head.
Just your arse.
it's like it's a joke though. But yeah.
Go ahead.
Another one I have.
You made me tell that story.
As long as you didn't say his or her name.
Hang on there.
Hold on a minute. Something's wrong with that.
I hope we're on pet peeves and someone just writes the name
Mindy Kaling.
Like she's not bad.
Poor Mindy.
Poor Mindy. She's not horrible.
Harry, you have a list, so go on. Give us another one.
People who buy a lot of food. So like they go into McDonald's.
What do you mean?
No, that's not
Bro,
the
these
full
are the
thing.
weirdest pet peeves I've ever heard.
That's not the full thing, obviously.
They have to feed.
So,
Alright, no.
So for example,
Russia
somebody goes in and buys a large 20 nugget meal.
Oh, you
at
mean
McDonald's,
like
eats like 8 of the nuggets, a few fries.
Oh,
and
so
a couple, maybe the full drink, a couple fries. Like
Their
8
eyes are
nuggets.
bigger than their belly, like.
Yeah, people who buy loads of food and only
That's
eat
a
like
great
a third or half of it.
Have you never
It's
heard
like
of that
people,
before?
No,
like
never.
I always do that. My parents like, hey, your eyes
It's
are bigger
like-
than your belly.
it's just like why? It's just such a waste of money.
Yeah.
It's like they're buying all this food, they're eating like half of it, and then throwing the rest away.
I kind of get it though, because you boys
Well,
know.
I mean, you've done it.
Yeah, I like bring in food, and sometimes I'm like not in the mood to eat, even though I'm trying to freaking bulk because
But,
my
like-
skinny ass needs food.
But that's not even a big deal because like you're bringing in food because you know you're going to be hungry at some point. But these are people who like fully intentionally.
Oh, they're just bored.
like at the buying food because they're bored and then not eating it. That's just like so pointless and dumb, honestly.
I get you, but like I don't feel like I don't mind it. I don't mind it because people like get really hungry and sometimes they get so hungry they feel like they could die, and like it's also a case of if you make the point where like, oh, there's children in Africa or whatever, they're like,
Yeah, that's such a dumb point.
I feel like it's a dumb point because you can't really like you can't really compare suffering.
First
like,
of all,
yeah, I know they want water and food, but I want a sandwich, and like, I'm like, if I don't want turkey, if I don't want chicken on it, I'm sorry,
what's in
I
that
don't want
sandwich,
chicken on it, and I just don't feel like I should have to feel bad if like.
It's like yeah, Mom, I know there's children starving in Africa, but you give me too much mashed fucking potatoes. Like it's not my problem.
They're covered in gravy now because of you. I can't eat it.
I just remembered a pet peeve because I don't have a list. I just proper remember that one. I hate this with a passion. Couples who are so like
PDA.
like just in your face. I hate it.
Oh,
Like I hate
you mean
people like who are just so.
But what about couples that are like almost so not in your face? Does that annoy you a little bit as well?
What do you
It's
mean
their
by
business.
that? Explain that.
What am I? Am
Like
I
they're so
in
hidden?
your face?
Yeah,
No,
it's-
it's their
I guess their
relationship.
relationship.
You're like
What I mean is like I hate when people put all their like relationship into Snapchat stories.
Oh no, I
and
feel that. I
shit.
feel that.
I hate that.
Mhm.
That
See,
annoys me.
I don't think I do that just because obviously Katie lives in London, so.
You're not one of those people, bro.
or just spams their Instagram.
Oh, I
photos.
don't get it. I saw somebody on Instagram. He was putting up photos of his girlfriend, like her in bikini photos, and be like, "Oh, look what I got,"
Oh,
No.
or some
what an
or
arsehole.
some shit like that. It was
That's
like,
so.
oh,
so
she's
bad.
hot. And no, but like he puts up loads of photos of her and says like, "Oh, she's like, oh, I love her," and all this shit. I don't.
That's kind of gay.
That's
But no, but I also hate when people don't say thank you.
Yeah, just basic manners.
Manners, like
Yeah.
when you hold the door open for somebody, they don't say thank you.
Yeah, I'm
Or
like,
like-
what the fuck? I'm like,
Even driving, you let somebody go, they don't say thank you. I'm like, bro.
I think just our generations is kind of like it's weird
Dickhead.
to say hi to somebody.
That's the thing. I noticed that when I was younger.
know what I mean?
If I was like walking in the street and I saw like an older person, I'd be like, "Oh, hey," and I'd like smile. And they'd be like, "Hi." I was walking to work the other day, yeah, and I was kind of like, I'm not gonna look at my phone, so I was kind of just walking, and there's this old woman walking up, and I was like, "Oh, hi." She blanked me, looked
Yeah,
at me, looked
she-
down. I was
yeah.
like, "Chap, I'm not gonna rob you." Like,
Yeah, most like shit, it's just their opinion of like
It's
most
like-
people now because
yeah,
I
I think
said hi to a guy. Just I was like, "Hi, man."
Fucking
and
millennials.
he legit stopped walking and looked at me as if I was
Like you're
a weird.
you better rob me or something.
Yeah, he just looked at me like, excuse me.
It's kind of sad though. Like,
the fuck did you just say to me? I was like,
it should be okay to just be walking like I don't know, maybe at like fucking 9 o'clock down the street, and you're walking past someone too, and you just say morning, and they go morning. You should be able to do that. Like that's so.
That would make me happy.
That would make
I'll be like,
you enjoy.
That would make.
You just say
it is the morning.
Yeah,
Right.
but no, it's a good morning. But like it's you usually now you just say morning, and then go like, all right,
Get away
Yeah.
from
get away from me,
It's
weirdo.
actually the afternoon.
You have-
It would actually, like,
It's actually the afternoon.
Get right, Jesus.
if I was walking down the street and I said morning to somebody and they said morning back to me, and like we had a really nice interaction, we just like smiled morning, and then morning back, and then that actually put me in a good mood for
Yeah.
that.
Like the thing is, getting back to the original point, like basic manners. Like if you, let's say, for example, this is like half a year ago, I saw an old man struggling to put all his groceries into his car, and oh Jesus!
Sorry, that's in my mic.
I thought you smacked it.
I was like going yes, but I was like,
Anyway, so he was
I just
struggling to
did
put
it
them all in,
again.
and then all these like fruit just went everywhere on the road, and I was like, I'll help him out. So I went over, helped him out, and he was like so generous, and I was like, oh, no problem, man. And he just
You
shook
see
my hand.
very
He was
few
like, what's
people
your
do
name?
that.
Like he was like, oh, loads
Sorry,
of
I'm a
kids these
mess.
days don't do that, and I was like, oh well, I guess
That-
I was brought up right. And he was like, yeah, you were, and thank you. I had the biggest smile on my face.
I
for
used
the
to
rest of
always
the
get
day.
that like at like when I was ordering food. I'm like, oh, thanks, have a good day. They're like, you have such good manners. I'm like, thank you.
When you're in like, cause we were like I was actually, this is my first point first. I had a similar situation with a car. It was an older dude in a car, and I think he was saying something about the engine after the fact, like when we talked to him in the window, but I think it was just him stalling. But it was in the middle. It was a busy road. It was down at the bottom of the hill where I live, and his car just wouldn't move, and there was a massive amount of traffic. So me and then 3 or 4 other guys in this big old group. I think some lads just stayed on the street because they felt like awkward or didn't want to help. Me and like 3 other guys just went behind the talked to him real quick. We'll help push, okay? And then we just like pushed him to the right and got
Just
him.
general
Got him where he was
kindness,
going. Got him where he was going. It's just like it's needed. But like on the other point of like saying hi and hope you have a nice day and stuff like that. I'm working Costas, so like sometimes
You have to be nice.
You have to be nice in some things, but you don't have to be, because you go to a lot of places and there's just arseholes or people who just don't give you the time of day. And I always think like, this person, like, why are they getting coffee? Because I like to people watch a lot of the time when they're getting coffee. Why are they getting coffee? Are they tired? Are they like having a bad day? And sometimes you can just tell. And sometimes it's just nice to like ask if they want chocolate and like see ask how their day was doing, and then just send them away saying like, I hope you have a nice day or a nice evening. It's just nice to be nice.
That's the thing with if you're working like with customers, like in retail, if you go into a shop and like they're like, hey, you're like, all right. But if you go in a shop like, hi, how are you? You're good. But then if you go to a shop, they're like, hi, how are you? Welcome to Chili's. You're like, I'm gonna leave.
There's an in between, because I know people that just go like cream and marshmallows, both, and they go like, right, yeah. But it's nice to say, would you like cream and marshmallows with that? It's just to make them feel warm or welcome, because it's just, I don't know.
I think Harry could be the quietest I've ever seen him.
Dude, he's just vibing over there. He's like, both hands in his pockets. I'm gonna describe what I'm seeing. Both a cap on, headphones on. He's lying back, looking comfy as fuck. Hands in pockets, legs stretched out. He's just vibing.
I'm just vibing.
No,
right
that's
now.
what you last episode you were kind of like vibing as well. I think it's that seat. We switched seats.
I'm
as
surprised I'm talking a lot without
Yeah.
following up
It's being
everywhere.
upright.
I'm
I don't know. I'm
hungover.
talking a lot, and I'm fucking slouched back.
I know. I'm just afraid of like talking over people because I'm really bad
Bro.
at that.
Bro,
It's
just
okay.
talk.
We love you, Harry.
Gee. But he also is taking tips, because you just got a job at McDonald's. You're
Yeah.
like,
So I was about to
Congratulations,
say, it genuinely, like, I was so worried about going on the till, and then when I was on the till and you're like having multiple positive interactions with people in a row, it's like genuinely heartwarming. Like, I went home buzzing after the first day on tills because I just had so many positive interactions.
Yeah.
And like, this guy said to me, he was like, he was like, oh, are you training? I haven't seen you in here before. And I was like, yeah, I just started like yesterday. And he was like, oh, I really wouldn't have known it. You were really good on the till. And I was like, thanks, man. Thanks so
Yeah, just
much.
compliments are nice.
What do you think of like people who are too nice, like over nice? When
Oh,
they say
no.
sorry for everything. I have a
Oh,
funny
wait.
story.
Go on.
That's me whenever I fuck up on the tills.
So at the
I'm
con,
sorry,
I'm gonna
no.
roast my friend. So we were outside like pre-drinking, in this like scum hole of an alleyway, as you do.
Just
and,
my dad calls that knacker drinking.
Yeah, it is. It is
Gypsy drinking. Yeah.
And this guy, we're not in anyone's way. We're just on the path. We're just chilling, vibing. Yeah, as I said. And I think we're done our drinks, and then we're drinking. And this guy trips behind us on like a little stump in the thing, and my friend said, "Sorry." I look at him like,
"You good, bro?"
Like I was like, what? I was
you're
like,
not at fault.
What? That? Why? Like what? Like, I was like, you're not at fault for that at all.
Did you know that? Did you know that in like I think maybe 2003, 2003 probably something early, that like in Canada they say sorry so much.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh, sorry about that, man. They say sorry so much. They say it so much that the like government was like, yeah, okay, we have to put a bill in that like just saying sorry does not saying sorry in like any real kind
kills somebody. Sorry about that.
Yeah, like
fine,
they say it so much that like saying sorry just it cannot be used as evidence to like or like admission to a crime.
Yeah. Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Because they say it so much, it's just ingrained in their culture that they have to be sorry
that's
for
everything.
everything.
Like, do you know, like in a court case, you'd always see like the person if they're trying to avoid being obviously locked or renoed, they'd be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and like start crying. That's a bit of sympathy. In Canada, this is like somebody says sorry, like, "Bitch, get the fuck out of here! I don't care if you're sorry. It means nothing."
We need cold hard evidence. Saying you're sorry means fucking jack shit to me. Okay.
I know I've said so many pet peeves and I haven't let anybody really talk about their own pet peeves.
Chap, you're like the quietest one here.
quietest
Haven't
one.
spoken. What are you talking about?
One of my pet
Have you ever
peeves.
gotten head in a cinema?
No.
I'm just a knacker.
The
Fuck's sake.
like my dad's like this. Sorry, Dad, if you're listening.
Shout out.
It's like, well, not really. He's not really.
Senior.
It's like
Senior. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to my dad.
it's like
Senior.
you know people who are like flat out complaining about technology breaking and then always buying really cheap, like somebody who buys like pound shop headphones and then it's always giving out, "Oh, my headphones are broken, man."
Yeah, I work.
And then
in
instead of going out and buying like a decent pair of headphones, they go and they buy another pair for $150. And people who buy really cheap shoes and then the soles come off them and they're like, "Fuck's sake,
I
man."
feel like most dads are the same. My dad's the same. He wouldn't spend like over 50 on shoes. Except if they're like
I would
Asics
find
or
it tough
something.
to spend over.
My dad
50
is the
on
complete
shoes.
obvious. He
same.
spends fucking he spends so much money on like everything. He wants to have the best there is at everything, and then
Guilty.
and then never use it. Like there, it's just like he has like a dark room and like so many things that he never uses. Like he goes through like phases or whatever like that. It's like another thing he's guilty of is just like which not just him, it's other people as well. It's like talking about something that you have no idea, like you know nothing about it.
Yeah.
But you're talking about it just to like get into the conversation.
I know people like
it's
that.
just like it's okay to not know something that's being
it's
talked about because like you're not stupid for not knowing it. It's just you don't know it, so just like don't talk about it.
And it's okay. It's okay to be incorrect as well. It's okay to be like, "Oh yeah, sorry, I was wrong."
Yeah.
Like those people that are like, "I'm right, you're wrong," or like they can't admit that they're like people like who will like. I knew this guy and he would go to like absurd lengths. Like he'd make like a bold take, and it'd be completely wrong, and then he'd like doctor web pages to back himself up. And stuff like that. It's just like
Also,
stop.
Do you know when people drink, and if they're drunk and they do something, they use the excuse, "Sorry, I was drunk."
Like if they cheat on you.
Yeah, or if they like
I hate that.
give like head to somebody,
I have,
and they're like,
yeah.
"Oh, I was drunk." Fuck off, you monged. I'm drunk, then you idiot.
I hate the fear.
Oh, the fear's so
The
bad,
fear is-
man.
Today.
See,
it's bad.
I don't.
Today is bad for Steve.
I don't
No,
get
it's
that
bad.
drunk. I go to I'm on like a good buzz, then I stop drinking. So I don't like regret it, except that one time where I was in my friend's house because he like recently broke up with a girlfriend, so I was going over to console him, and I went over and we were just gonna like drink, play some drinking games, all that jazz, and then it started to go on. We started to play Kings, and then two tap, get a coin, and it's like then if you go like then it changes. I ended up drinking a lot, so I drank like a full naggin in like 5 minutes, and then I had like a few things of Heineken, but my friend was also putting his Captain Morgan's in my Heineken.
Whoa.
It was awful.
Whoa.
And then we had like a shot of this wine or something. And then so it just happened real suddenly. Then I got sick on myself, absolutely everywhere, on the floor. This wasn't even my house. This is my mate's house. And I got sick absolutely everywhere. Then fast forward, I went to bed, got sick in the bed. That doesn't matter. What? Then the next morning...
Do you get sick a lot?
It depends. Kind of, yeah.
Oh.
That's like if I drink an obscene amount, or if somebody puts Captain Morgan's in your Heineken. Nice.
Yeah.
But like the next morning, worst day of my life. I had to like drive home, low key, still kind of drunk, but I wasn't drunk. I was like extremely hungover.
So you're doing something very illegal.
Yeah, and I had to pull over. And like I came off the motorway, and like I was going home. I had to pull over, get sick out my car, but it was just water. It was just straight water.
But like if the guard had pulled you over, you probably wouldn't have passed.
Probably not.
No.
I'd never do it again. When I got home, my mom ignored me for like 2 days.
Oh my god.
Well, she was like really pissed off.
Really pissed off. Yeah.
Well, it's not.
My brother did that as well before, and she ignored him. I mean, it works. I won't do it again because it was fucking retarded.
A lot of that is just like, oh, my son could have.
Yeah, I think that was what it is.
Yeah. It's not that she's like.
I don't think that she was annoyed.
It's angry at like the possibility that you could have fucking died, like which is a very fair.
What were you gonna say, Harry?
It's like that minor explosion of fear, like how you get for a few seconds, like holy shit, my son could have really easily died, and I had no idea what was going on.
Wouldn't you hate to be a guard? Like shout out to all the guards who have to go to people's houses and tell them their son has died in a car crash.
No,
On to a lighter topic.
Just
drunk stories.
Drunk.
That's such a brilliant segue.
I thought we were low-key not even gonna say another topic. Like
I was like, should I say?
You
I was like, should I say?
I was thinking about that when we finished off. I was like,
what do you remember the first time you had like a really bad hangover? Like first time you got sick from drinking?
Yeah, TY. It was like one of the first times I drank, and it was at like, it was just I think it's the end of TY like little session, but it was like in a field. Mm-hmm. So I drank loads. I actually didn't even drink that much. It was back when I drank like Orchard Thieves and Bummers. I'd actually rather die.
I went through the exact same phase. I exclusively drank Orchard Thieves for like the first year.
I think because like when you start,
I only stopped doing that like
most people do that
recently.
When you start,
you only stopped doing that Freshers Week.
When you start, it's just real sweet. So you're like, hey, but I drank too much. I can't remember if I got sick. I think I'm about to get sick, but I just realized I needed to pee, so I peed. Then I came home. My mum, no, I obviously went peed and pissed myself. And then I went home and I remember lying in bed.
Such a mixed feeling. Like, it's so easy to get mixed up.
No, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
I think I need to get sick.
I remember walking to the bush. I was like, I think I need to get sick, or do I need to pee? I don't know.
So a lot of it is happening like very close together.
Yeah.
Then.
Oh well, I know. In the mornings, like, I can't discern whenever I want to get sick or whenever I want to go for shit.
Are you talking in general or like hangover?
Just in general, like sometimes I feel like getting sick would be better, but so like maybe a shit today would be good. Yeah. Let's go for a shit today. But then
I was just in bed, got up, realized I need to get sick, got sick, and sorry. That was it.
Yeah.
I don't really have a particularly bad hangover story. I just like, it's like I'm not sick. I don't have a headache. And I'm not I'm not sick. I don't have a headache. I don't like have any of those regular symptoms. My brain is just like, you know, whenever you're on YouTube and you click the little gear icon and you set the speed of the YouTube video to 0.25x. That's my brain. Like I fully cannot function properly. Like it's like my brain's on slow mode. It's like processing information with like a delay. It's like somebody will
buffering.
Somebody will speak to me and it'll take me like an abnormal amount of time to reply because like my brain's like, oh, words. Oh yeah, I should probably figure out what these mean.
It's like you're translating them.
Yeah.
It's like this sounds like English.
Yeah, I should probably translate this, but maybe I won't. Oh yeah, I'll probably do. Yeah, I'll do it, and then it just translates and I can speak back. But it's like I'm playing video games and like I'll get shot or like there'll be some quick time event or something like that where you have to move something. And I'll move it like 3 seconds late because my brain's just like not moving very fast. It's like I just literally what I do is I curl up on the couch and watch YouTube videos. So people think I have a really bad headache or I'm really sick. Nah, my brain just can't process information like at any sort of speed.
Yeah, I've been drunk a lot. Like,
I've been drunk a lot.
I also want to say that I'm a raging alcoholic.
No, I don't. I have been drunk. And stop. And been like inebriated, but never really hungover. Never to the point where like I was throwing up, or like really really badly.
What was your first drink? When did you have your first drink?
I was gonna.
What was it?
Well, I was.
What year were you in? You said fourth year, Alex.
Yeah, like Easter fourth year.
I
That's me.
officially started in third year, like at the end of it.
You're just a scumbag all around.
But no, like the end of it, like so it's basically.
Oh, I started before.
But I only like really started in fourth year.
I think I was like a baby. I think I like stopped.
Just come out of the womb just chugging Coronas.
No. I mean, I was a baby and I didn't drink till like I was like maybe like fifth year maybe.
Fifth year. Some of my friends still don't drink.
But what was it? I was saying there. I didn't. I have been drunk a lot, but didn't get crazy inebriated and like hungover and.
Wait, sorry, hold up. What was that word you just said?
Inebriated.
Explain.
Being drunk.
It means being drunk. Intoxicated and
Not
inebriated.
just say being drunk, bro. I'm slow, you know.
Oh, are you drunk?
Yeah.
Also, like,
I'm inebriated.
Very
Sorta-
well might still be drunk.
sort of rolling back to pet peeves for a little bit. Something that really annoys me is, you know, people that... Sorry, Oisin. I'll wrap this up pretty quick. You know, people that, like... They don't drink. They're what we call, where I live, pioneers. That's a pretty...
Yeah, that's
universal
what
word.
everyone...
Yeah, pioneers, people who don't drink. But it's like... I used to know somebody like this. He drinks now, but, like, back in the day, it used to be, like, those people that are pioneers, but, like, it's, like, their only character trait. It's, like, not drinking is not a character trait. It's, like, they make it everything all about, oh, I don't drink. I really hate
As
that.
a general pet peeve, I'm going to go back to my point now in a second, but, like, my other thing. But I was just going to say, as a general pet peeve, people who make their entire selves one thing,
Yeah.
that's just...
Dumb.
Anyway, what was I going to say? I was drunk a lot, and I was never too bad until my 19th birthday, when I went to Ridley's, which is the local nightclub in the town.
Yo!
Big up Ridley's.
Big up Ridley's, and had like maybe like 2 Carlsberg before that, maybe 3 in a pub, and then I went there and had like 6 like Red Bull and vodkas, and then
that's quite dangerous. You could have
then like maybe 3 rounds of shots, and then like apparently desperados, because after the shots, blackout drunk. I can't remember anything. Apparently I wasn't kicked out, but I was asked to leave. And
that's like, how does that even happen? Are you just like
such a loophole?
My friend, I won't mention who, low-key tried to pull the girl bouncer. She kicked him out. It's the funniest thing I've ever witnessed in my life.
Wait, Harry, sorry, you were saying when he said his first drink was at 15. I don't know if I heard you, but did you say first year?
No, I said before 4th year.
Oh Jesus, I thought you said first year. I was like, junior.
Well, it doesn't count like just.
Wait,
like,
you talking about?
I know people. There were people in my year who started smoking in first year.
Oh, that's different though. That like.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something that's.
Obviously, it's bad, but it's not as taboo.
No,
no.
I think
that's
it
worse.
is taboo. It's just you're in a lot of communities, like it's just like it relieves stress.
Yeah, bro. When they're 50, they're not going to be able to run a meter. They're like.
I don't know. I think people could work that off.
It's actually funny. One of the guys that did start in first year actually played for the county for a long time, like for like the underage teams.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, while
it
he was
does
smoking.
affect your fitness, though.
It does affect your fitness, but
I'd say it probably depends how much you smoke as well.
But like I know people who play for like the upper like county levels, not for the senior team obviously, but like for under 17 county and stuff like that smoke like fuck. You know, people who play for like the local, like, do you have like, you know, wherever you are, you know, like if somebody's really really good at football, do you have like a county team or something like that?
Team.
Like we have this thing called CMUL, and like I know there's so many people in that team that smoke like fuck and drink like fuck all the time, and they're really good, and they manage to maintain a level of fitness, which blows me away.
It's crazy.
So what was your first drink then?
My first drink, like my first proper drink where I had multiple full drinks was the August before 4th year, and we had like my cousin and my uncle, actually my godfather and my uncle and my cousin and their mum, like the family. Some of the older brothers weren't there, but the youngest brother, who was like my age or maybe a year or two older, they were back from Australia, and like that's a big deal because like we see them once every 7 years. So basically what happened was they came back, and everybody in my family knew they were coming back. And my family's quite a big family. Like, my dad has 6 brothers and 6 sisters. So it's a big family. Mm-hmm. So basically, everybody who lived in the country at the time came back to Clonus for a big gathering, and we put like a tent up in our backyard, or not a tent, but like a marquee up in our backyard, and all my cousins were there, and all my cousins were drinking. I was the only one that wasn't drinking, so I just drank. I mean, I think I had like 3 bottles, and one of them was Stella Fartois, as I call it, because it just tastes like shit. Stella Artois, for anyone, it's called Stella Fartois. Because it tastes like fart. But,
isn't there a Trek called Farquaad?
Farquaad.
Yeah.
Farquaad.
So basically,
What a sexy bastard.
Basically, I was like,
chin on him.
Yeah. Basically, I was like sneaking drinks and stuff, and my older cousin, not the one from Australia.
Dude, did you smell your feet?
He did it again.
I did it again. I was just making sure.
Smelling your feet.
Would you rather
and making noise?
So if my
I can't smell your feet from here, Alex. If that's
I was just making sure, bro. Nobody likes smelly feet.
And they're not gonna smell it through the fucking microphone, though.
Bro, I'm looking out for my homies.
Keep
talking, Harry.
My first full drink wasn't actually beer.
What was it?
It wasn't spirits, kind of.
Penis?
It wasn't like spirits mixed with something else.
My first drink was jizz.
It was a glass of. It was like not. It's like a half pint. Is that what those glasses are?
Yeah, like half pints of Guinness. Them lads.
Yeah, of Fat Frog.
You had a fucking hot cocktail. Is that
Fat Frog's not a cocktail.
What is fat? Yeah,
Fat Frog's just
cocktail.
No, it's not.
It is.
No. Because no.
Okay, it is a hot cocktail, but there is also like a 4% WKD-esque bottle drink produced.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That is called Fat Frog, and that's what I had.
Oh,
that was my first full drink. Then after this all on the same day.
What is that?
This all on the same day. I kept getting my cousins to go and get me. I think it was gin and orange, but they were like, they told me like last year that they put like that much gin in it. They put gin in it, but it was like that much. I had a bunch of them. Still wasn't really feeling anything for obvious reasons. It was like that much gin, and then I just drank a few bottles, and that was it. But then the first time I properly went out, like in the pub, was the following January after that. It was my cousin's 18th, and we went out for that. And I have no idea how I wasn't caught, because I was just drinking like fuck, pints all around.
Because Harry's still a baby.
So the only
that was my first time drinking. It was a really boring story.
The only first drink we haven't heard is yours.
Yeah.
You were about to say it.
Yeah, I was literally about to go into it, so thank you. First time I drank properly was like this end of year results thing for juniors or something.
I had planned to do that at mine. I had planned to do it at mine, but I never did it.
That's the first time I drank. The first time I got sick from drinking was playing. I don't get sick a lot from drinking. I usually get sick in the morning.
I've only done it once.
Only once, yeah.
But anyway, we were playing, Kings. Obviously, Kings, we've all played it together. And the cup in the middle. Yeah. If you get the card, what's it? The King of Hearts. It's
the last king.
It's the last king.
Yeah, last king. I got that 3 times in a row.
Epic.
Oh, I did that too there the other day.
And we used a vase with drink.
No.
Nice.
You had to down it.
Oh my
god. I'm just thinking about that now.
I was on a couch, I remember. I blacked out afterwards, but I remember I was on a couch and this one girl kept on giving me water, saying it'll help sober up, because I was falling all over the place. And I was like, I was like slurring. I was like, bitch, get the fuck, get away. I didn't want it because I was so full. And then I was drinking it. I remember I was like, fuck this bitch. I just projectile vomited.
Oh no,
Steven!
I
can just imagine drunk Steve. I can imagine her just being like, yeah, Steven, drink some water, and he's like, fuck you.
But I remember, like, I just went like this. They can't see me, but I was like, my head was up, and I just went like, just fell on my lap.
Imagine if you vomited on your own face. Just like,
I don't know. But that's the first time I got sick. The worst time, the worst drunk story I have is, I think I might have told you this, but I'll say it anyway. I was at pre-drinks, and I had around 4 cans, maybe 5. I think I had 5 cans pre-drinks of Heineken or Carlsberg.
Pretty solid.
Carlsberg, solid. But I was like, I feel fine. And my friend's like, yo, do you want a joint? was like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
go on.
you told me.
So
this
we go
story.
outside, have one, and then he's like, "Do you want to have a second one?" I was like, "Yeah, it actually hasn't hit me."
I thought you were about to say sex.
Yeah, we have sex. So we have a second joint.
We have a sex. That's what I thought.
That's why I heard
the
it that
second,
time.
it was like, "Do you want to have sex?"
I was like, "No, not really." And then he's like, "All right, do you want a second joint?" I was like, "Yeah, I'd rather that." No. But yeah, so we have a second joint. And then I'm like, I'm fine. Like, what's going on? So at this point, I'm 5 cans deep and 2 joints deep. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm grand. I'm a little bit buzzed. That's it. Like, I'm fine. We go to the house is only across the road, so we go over there. And then, like, an opposite estate. So we get over there. We get in. I'm like, stick the cans in the fridge. I have another 5.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're all done.
That's a V.
I think I had 1 left. And I was like, I'm fine. I'm a bit tipsy, but I'm grand. So at this point, I'm 10 cans deep.
You're not grand.
And I have 2 joints. I'm fine. I don't know
I'm a
what's
little
going on.
retarded.
I'm talking to this girl in the corner, right? My friend. And then out of nowhere, the world just... I don't know. It just, yeah, the reality changed, bro. Something happened. I don't know, entered a weird place. And then my body didn't work. Like, I said, Lisa, catch me.
I'm fine, bro, until you get to the point where you really can't move.
As well. I remember they brought me outside. And they left me there in the freezing cold, like, all night. There's a funny photo of me, like, collapsed on a chair, because I'm just...
That's, like, coming up on your, like, wedding day. That's going to be, like, on the screen.
Oh, yeah, And,
what's... sorry. I'll let you finish.
Yeah, I think that's probably... I'm pretty hungover now, but I'm not that
Epic.
bad.
What's, like, see at pre-drinks, what's the most you've ever drank at a pre-drinks?
I drank...
And actually made it into the club and, you know, not...
Oh, I had a lot one time. I think it was, like, 2 Halloweens ago or something.
I think I had 6 cans and 2 shots.
Like, including drinking the club, like...
Including drinking the club, like,
Yeah.
like
Oh, wow.
definitely...
I thought you meant just pre-drink.
Oh, wait, no, okay, we'll do it just pre-drinks. then.
Just pre-drinks,
pre-drinks.
was 6 cans and 2 shots of vodka, I think, for me.
I know...
And got into... and then I had a bad headache the next morning.
At the second... I think it was the second Freshers' Night. Whenever I had the Excelsior.
Oh,
for the first time. I had, like...
Shit was grim.
It was grim, but I had 9 cans of it at that pre-drinks. And I had Boost with, like, Yurtimova vodka in it.
Oh, that
and then I had...
disgusting, bro.
I think I had a glass of your Captain Morgan.
You probably fucking did. So did somebody else steal it from my bag.
That wasn't me, by the way. I didn't steal it from your
No.
bag. No, I know I wouldn't have. No, I mean, I think like you voluntarily gave me a glass of it because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have just walked up and taken your Captain Morgan.
Hey, blood.
So I think I had a bottle of Boost with vodka, 9 cans, a glass of Captain Morgan and Club Orange, and then in Ridley's afterwards, I had like a shot and 3 vodka blacks. So that was like an obscene amount of drink. But I was pretty gone that second night.
Yeah, dude.
I was pretty waved that second night. I was walking around to different people doing the whoa, and then when a girl didn't do it,
correctly or not?
no, it wasn't. Obviously,
do
it was
the whoa.
incorrectly,
Carrie
yeah.
can't do that well.
I remember,
No,
I
you know
remember.
what I'm talking
I remember being with him.
And I was going around to people doing the whoa, and then I like disappeared from you guys for a while.
Just
and
do
then
Which one was this? The first night?
Was I
second
there
night.
for this one?
The second night.
Yeah,
No,
so-
you didn't go out. He didn't
No,
go out.
right, no,
He
you
didn't go
weren't.
out
I
that
don't
time.
remember. Fresh.
And
Yeah, it seems
it was
like
the second
ages
night,
ago.
and I remember going up to a doll, and I said, do the whoa,
Means
and
woman.
then I said, do the whoa, and then I did the whoa.
Piss off her boyfriend.
Yes.
Yeah.
And- this is such a bad story. I wasn't even trying to get with her or anything. I literally just walked up and I was like, do the whoa, and she said no. And I went like this. I like waved my hand in front of my nose to insinuate she stank. And then her boyfriend came up to me and pushed me back, and he's like, what the fuck you saying about my girlfriend? I'm like, sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Just didn't hit the wall.
And he was like, I didn't do it
Or
correctly,
she
obviously.
Fair enough.
She didn't. She didn't woe me.
Alright, I think we gotta end it there.
All right, last question. Go-to drink.
What?
Oisin, go-to drink.
Go-to
What's your favorite
drink?
drink?
Go to drink.
Oh,
Oh.
I know we're the same.
Right now, Carlsberg.
Beer or just drink?
Drink.
Okay.
Like a drink. A go-to
Like you're
drink.
okay, right.
Oh, a
let's set the scene.
drink? Whiskey.
Let's set the scene. You're going to a house party. It's going to be a banging house party, obviously. We're just going to assume it's going to be a bang. What drink do you bring? Like, you can have any drink.
Captain Morgan's and Fanta.
Captain Morgan's and Fanta.
Hey,
My
gosh.
G. Hey, you know how we do.
Let's go.
I would go for a Carlsberg. It's just a good old drink. If I'm by myself and I'm chilling, I have whiskey and Coke.
So it's tough. It's tough. I think
It depends
I
what
think
kind of the vibe is as well.
Heineken, I think.
Actually, no, it doesn't. For Captain Morgan's
Well,
and
if you're
Fanta,
in
it's
a
just the way it
pub,
is.
Like, I just-
wouldn't get. I'd get like a
Like-
Coors Light or something.
Because
Obviously, if I wanted to get fucked up as quickly as possible, I would buy spirits. I'd buy vodka or buy Captain Morgan. But like, I kind of like that, being able to still get as fucked up as everyone else, but I'm drinking all night. Like, always have a drink in my hand that I'm drinking. So that's why I like beer and cans and stuff like that a lot. Because like, you don't get drunk as quick, and you can just sit there and you can enjoy it, first of all. And you don't get drunk really quick. It's like a slow burn. You do eventually get fucked.
Yeah.
After, like, I've had 12 cans and I've been fucked, man. I mean, fucked. Like
Triple fucked.
Like I'm not even Harry anymore. I'm H, bro. I'm like, there's like 3/4 of me is gone. My brain is just like shut down. I'm like,
that's a lot, that is.
Most of my name's gone because most of me is
it's
gone.
just like I've just transformed into H. I'm just this quarter of a brain
true,
barely
right?
functioning.
Can you explain something to me? Because I feel like we never brought this up, but there, you put on your story not too long ago of like a plastic can on the road.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and you come up like, fucking send it. And you, like Steven Gerrard-esque long shot.
Were you out with
whack
other
that.
people, or were you
What
just like
was
meandering the streets with a plastic with
Explain
a
me.
can?
He gave it a fair yeet, though.
Yeah,
in fairness.
man.
It was like,
But you come down the road, you're like, fucking send it. Oh, I'm like, what's going on? You smash it. It's like half full.
I was expecting loads of people to jump out going, oh, but it was just
Yeah,
you
it's
by
just you
yourself
and
in the
stop,
video.
yeah.
That night I was coming home from
You
the
set
pub.
it
I was
up,
absolutely
like.
smashed coming home from the pub, and I turned around the corner. Like, that was literally on the road up to my house, and there was this plastic coffee cup just sitting on the road. Like, it was like it hadn't even fallen over on its side or anything. It was literally just sitting, like somebody had put it down in the middle of the road and just left it there.
somebody bought
And
it.
I was like, I'm gonna kick this. And I was like talking to myself, and I'm like, yeah, I'm. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna kick this. And then I was like, should I record this? Yeah, record it. And I'm talking to myself. And then I pulled out my phone, put it down. I didn't say send it. I remember what I said because I watched it back. I put it down and I went, I play a county. Absolutely,
Yeah, it was.
I
That
absolutely,
was it.
absolutely, like, I fully,
Sent
like,
it.
it was a
Yeah.
sweet connection and all.
It
that.
actually was.
I
Form
absolutely
was so like crisp.
You
like
could,
you
like,
had stretched out leg.
I absolutely obliterated that cup.
The
Like,
cup
it went
just,
so
like,
far.
you have vanished.
Can you get it?
Yeah,
out?
I have it. I have it on my
I
phone.
want you to play the audio because
It's like
brilliant.
there's like a big bang as
play
well. It went
county.
like this. It went like boom. It went like
explodes.
yeah.
It's brilliant.
Oh my god.
Absolutely fantastic.
Oh.
So while Junior's looking for that video, we decided to do our last segment of the best film of 2019.
Yes.
Now, is it? My question is sorry. So movies. I'm not sure
Your
starts
favorite
talking.
movie.
But like, is this a question of is it our favorite movies personally, and
Do
then we
both.
like, or like, do we pick the movies that we think are the best ones?
I'm gonna say what I think was the best movie, but I'm gonna say more importantly what I thought was my favorite of the year.
Can you Google movies that came out in 2019?
Yeah, I will.
Just right now.
Because
shit.
I don't think
That's a
my
nice one.
favorite movie is particularly the best movie of the year. I think there's other movies that were made better.
Mm.
But first of all, what is the best movie of 2019 in your opinion? And then say what your favorite is. It could be the same.
See, I feel like probably the best probably was Joker. But I really did enjoy, well, not as much, but like Endgame. Just because it was a nice ending to the Infinity War, but I did prefer Infinity War. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But I don't know. What about you?
Myself,
Yeah.
I want to go last because there's a lot of anticipation.
Oh, yeah. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
they don't know what his favorite movie
Yeah,
is.
we were talking to some
like
classmates
they
about this.
just
Everyone's
literally
going
don't know.
And I don't know either, and I want to
Me
know.
neither,
I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Well, Oisin, what's your favorite? What do you think is the best movie, and what's your favorite movie 2019?
Best movie of the year. See, I haven't seen 1917, which
Same.
is coming
Yeah,
out
there's a
yet.
few movies we haven't seen.
See, some of these movies are out in America, but won't come out till
Like
next
The
year.
Lighthouse
for us.
was supposed to be amazing as well.
Shut out America.
Best movie of the year. I really liked Ad Astra. I thought it was fantastic. It's the Brad Pitt. It's the new
great.
Brad Pitt movie
I still haven't seen it.
where
and I'm, like,
he.
the
It's the new
biggest
Brad
fan.
Pitt movie where he goes in like.
It's Apocalypse Now in space.
It's Apocalypse Now in space. He
Oh,
goes
really?
and tries to find his
Dude,
dad.
it's
And it's
crazy.
it's a mixture between Apocalypse Now and
Click
like,
on it there.
it's really really good.
It's fantastic.
Tommy
the
Lee
ending,
Jones.
the last like 40 minutes are fantastic.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
Yeah, we're not going to spoil
No,
it.
no,
but,
I'm not
like,
going to spoil it. I'm just saying.
it's
The
a-
last
and then-
40 minutes
9
are
out of
fantastic.
10 on RT, 5 out of 5.
It's an amazing movie, and sadly,
It only got 6.8 on IMDb.
I think they're wrong.
I think you're wrong.
Like,
Well, that's everyone's opinion.
people just didn't go see it. I also, as a favorite movie of the year, Toy Story 4, man, was really, really good. And like,
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think it's just like it's meh.
I thought the animation was great. I thought the
Technically,
characters were
it's great, but it's just not. It's like
Well, let Oisin.
great.
I'm
Don't-
sorry.
don't-
I'm
don't
sorry.
I
put
think
them
I
down.
think I
Shit on
think
his
people
parade.
were giving out about like, oh, the why make another one? The ending to 3 was so good.
That's how I felt.
And
Yeah.
that, like, that's true. That's a fair point. But the very ending of this movie
I haven't seen it.
makes you want. Well, I'm not going to talk. Like, if people who've seen it, you know what I'm talking
I
about.
know what
It's,
you're talking about.
it's what
I don't think it's a better ending than Toy Story 3. But
I think.
Harry's
Still good.
mad.
Harry is like very annoyed at Toy Story
Visibly
4.
pissed off.
I love this movie. I think it's great. I think it really like like the whole thing about Forky. I was calling him trashy. The
Isn't
other day.
Keanu Reeves in this?
Keanu Reeves plays Duke Kaboom.
I've heard
And
that was
he's-
really good.
Duke,
impression.
thank you, Duke Kaboom. I think people
Yeah.
keep saying I'm back. No, like I think like he's really great. They get a whoa in there from Keanu Reeves. Like it's
What, like something that Harry can't hit? Or,
no,
or the word?
no, you know the way like Keanu Reeves in movies says like whoa, all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I think that IMDb rating's really fair. It's a really fair rating.
7.9.
7.9.
Nah, man. I think it's better, man. I think it's really good.
7.9's a really good.
It's one of those
score.
movies that made you go like it's not needed, and then it came out, people watched it and was like, you know what? I didn't need this, but it's damn good. It is damn good, and I'm happy I saw it.
My film is the same. My film's the same. It's
Same as what you just spent
Same.
about 10 minutes arguing that Toy
What
Story
was
is
yeah,
bad.
no, my
What's-
film, my favorite film, and what I think is the best film of 2019 is the exact same. I'm
That's
gonna
who?
go with the Joker
Oh, facts.
or Joker. Sorry.
Yeah, as I said, I don't know what the Joker.
Is that your
but-
favorite film?
Yeah, it's my favorite film.
Yeah, that
and I
movie was
think-
shit.
and-
Fuck you and your pick, Harry. All right.
Keanu
Alright.
Reeves was in
And
it.
I-
Keanu Reeves wasn't in it.
yeah, I think it's the best film of 2019. I think it had the biggest cultural impact of 2019, and I think it's
Then again,
fair
though,
points,
is
fair
it
points.
just not Taxi Driver and The King of Comedy,
But,
just
like-
repackaged?
It is.
It
but
is.
it's still very good.
Also,
still a great
The
The
film.
Lion King. I really enjoyed The Lion King.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
see
that's
it. I haven't seen
that's controversial now because can you say that's a new movie?
Well, it came out in 2019.
I know, but you know
It's
what
a
I
remake.
mean because
Oh,
it's a remake.
what
and
was
it's the
it?
exact same
19
movie.
19.
Well,
94?
from what I've heard,
94,
it's not the exact same. They do a lot of new stuff in it.
Yeah, there's
And
a
I'm
few
not
new
gonna
stuff.
I'm not gonna say it's not a new movie, seeing as the amount of time that was put into creating it. I think that's unfair. It's a new movie. I just heard because I haven't seen it. I have not seen it, but
very
I've heard
good.
what
You
it
should
does.
look at it.
I heard what it did was it took what the old one did, essentially kind of repackaged it to make it look realistic,
Yeah.
and it just wasn't very.
Timon and
wasn't there.
Pumbaa. Who's the guy who's in Bad Neighbors? Oh,
Seth Rogen.
Bad Neighbors.
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. He was Pumbaa.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed him as Pumbaa.
Yeah,
They're-
that's a great
The
casting.
ad lib, both of them.
The
like,
casting
they're
looked
used-
amazing. All of the
Yeah.
cast looked.
Sorry, do you know
fantastic.
Beyonce got like a few million
Yeah.
because she was Nala, or
Was she in the movie much?
Nala?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Simba's bitch.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
from what I can remember, like Nala wasn't a
Simba's
massive
bitch.
part of the old one either. To be fair, like that's
Love
my
you.
well, she sings the song as well. The Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
oh.
So I mean, that's where she got all.
or they also have that song playing at daytime in the movie.
Yeah.
is weird.
I think that's what my sister said. She's
I
like,
can't, can't
dumb.
remember that.
yeah.
I just took it out of the movie like fuck that.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? I thought the casting was great, but they missed their chance, man. The Migos as the
Oh,
hyena.
Timon and Pumbaa. Oh, the
Amigo.
hyenas.
Hyenas.
Oh, they would have been
Eat you.
fucking lit.
Amigos, we gonna eat you. Yeah, mama.
Offset.
But also, they did take out Scar's song.
which is Poor Unfortunate Souls.
No,
That's
that's
because
from
all
Little
the
Mermaid.
Nazis, so
Is
they-
it?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I messed that up.
That's
Oh.
Ursula singing.
Yeah, because you know
Poor
in the
Unfortunate
original
Souls.
that they're like doing.
Actually, I don't know what
Nazi,
it's called, though.
It's like they're doing all the Nazi salutes in the original.
Is that what they took it out?
Yeah, I think that's why I took it out.
Oh, I think that was it. Yeah.
Without, it's not bad,
Also,
it's
they
just-
they like made Scar like.
It's just a Nazi salute, man.
Yeah,
it's not
it's
nothing.
just-
I love Chew with Elijah.
no
for
the way that
the
you
guy that
you'll see
plays
what I
him.
mean when they do it. It's not
Yeah.
good. Man.
Right, Stephen, put me out of my freaking misery, man. What's your favorite
What's wrong, bro?
movie?
All right,
I
best
know what it
movie I think is Joker. I think Joker is the best movie. It's not my favorite, but I think it's the best movie.
Thanks.
I also think A Marriage Story and Ford versus Ferrari are
Ford versus
also
Ferrari,
honorable
amazing.
mentions,
Yeah.
especially
I really wanna
Ford versus
see it.
Ferrari. That was nearly my favorite.
Yeah, that
movie of the
movie's
year.
like what 2.5 hours, and it
Yes.
feels like one because you love the movie.
That
so
was
much.
nearly my favorite movie. Harry, I'm gonna get you to guess because you say you know what it is.
Oh, I was gonna say Ford versus Ferrari.
Nope. You ready?
Oh, she knows what it is.
Oh, she knows what it is.
Fuck you, Oisin.
I think. Okay, so I'm just gonna say my favorite movie. I don't think any of you know Bar Oisin know the actual movie. We nearly watched it, Alex. It's The Peanut Butter Falcon.
What?
Look it up. Look up The Peanut Butter Falcon.
Peanut
I
butter
really
falcon.
want to see. By the way, on an aside, well, things you're not typing.
Yeah,
Down.
buddy.
I really want to see that Adam Sandler film,
Great typing,
Uncut
man.
Gems.
Great typing.
I really want to see that.
What?
Yeah,
Uncut Gems, the Adam
That's
Sandler
also
film
great,
that
yeah,
he's
but,
getting nominated for an Oscar for.
Peanut Butter Falcon.
Is he actually getting nominated for an Oscar?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he
Uncut
is.
Gems, yeah.
Well, he might.
Apparently, it's
well,
supposed to be
he
like
might
a scintillating performance,
Apparently it's one of
which
his
I
best.
really, really want to see.
The Peanut Butter Falcon.
Oh,
Look at those reviews.
Oh, this is Shia
man.
LaBeouf's
After
film,
running
isn't it?
away from a residential nursing home to pursue his dream of becoming a pro wrestler, a man who has Down syndrome befriends an outlaw who becomes his coach and ally.
I'm not kidding when I say this. I cried with happiness watching this movie. That's
so
why it's my favorite.
the
No
guy with
movie's ever
Down
done it.
syndrome becomes a fighter.
I'm not gonna spoil it, man.
It's-
They basically, I'll get
Does he
what
try
I
to
think it
come-
is. It's basically like it's a bro movie. They just become they're like at odds at the start, and then they just become bros, man. And it's just it's so.
Are they like lost to sea?
It's like a Georgian. Lenny
No,
type
it's
film.
basically what happens. So Shia LaBeouf is kind of on the run from these bad people, and he's dealing with kind of personal stuff. And then Zach is the main character who's run away from the nursing home because he wants to become he wants to go to he wants to go to a wrestling school, and Shia LaBeouf kind of runs into him, and he can't just leave a guy with Down syndrome to
Yeah.
like defend for himself. So he's like, right, where are you going? He's like, oh, I'm going to this wrestling school, which is this direction. He's like, well, I'm going towards I think it's like Florida. It's like that's on the way, so I'll bring you. And they just become like best friends, and it's such a like a good
Feel-good
movie. Yeah,
movie.
feel good movie. And
I'm definitely gonna have to watch this.
yeah, no, like we nearly watched it together because
It
it
actually does
legit
sound
made me
good.
cry with happiness.
Yeah, it looks like an amazing movie. Plus, I love Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, like
Like,
I think it's a Shia
his
LaBeouf's
journey is
just-
amazing.
Yeah, that's why I think it was almost as if the movie kind of symbolized that.
Really.
Yeah, it was so cool.
No, don't do it.
So yeah, that's my favorite movie.
Somebody just called me. but it was
So
like
as a
01.
whole, we believe that the Joker is the Joker is the best movie of the year.
Yeah,
Joe
it has to be.
Mama.
I think
It's
so,
beautifully
yeah.
shot.
It
Beautifully.
does
The
look
cinematography.
amazing.
The acting is amazing within the Joker. The story is good. I think the story's good.
She's so good looking in that movie.
I think the
Sarah
story.
Johnson.
I think the story is really good. It's beautifully shot. Joaquin Phoenix is just fucking sensational in the role, and like it's just such an all round great film.
It's very good. It's not for everybody though.
Yeah,
A
true.
lot of people I wouldn't recommend it to.
Yeah.
It's brutal. It's honest.
But that's what it
it's
needed
realistic.
to be. Exactly. Yeah.
It's like far and away the best portrayal of Joker since Heath Ledger.
Well,
I think it's weird like comparing the two of them though because it's like they're so different.
They're
characters.
so
Two
different.
extremes.
There's no
Yeah.
point. They're both fantastic.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you everybody for listening. We're gonna end this episode here. So make sure you do all the usual: the like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and thanks for sitting with us here. And if you're here till the end, you're a G, bro.
Yeah, bro.
If you listen to
Big
the
shout
whole
out
thing
to you.
through and listen to our some boring bits and some of our great bits, then like you're great.
You a G.
You're great.
And I like you as a person, and you have big pee.
Also, if you like the photo or
If you
Yeah.
basically what we're trying to say, if you like, share, comment, all that, you got a big peepee.
All
right.
unless
Cheers.
you don't want to be.
Thank you guys.
Anyways,
Cheers
thanks.
for watching.
Bye.
See you guys
Bye.
later. Bye.